Okay, so this quick video is just going to show you some tips for getting your kids past the I don't know what I want to do, or I just have one thing I want to do, and kind of getting them to reflect on the year that just was. Find what gets them excited because we want to put things on our learning portal that excite us so that we are motivated to do them. We don't want to put stuff on there that is not in alignment. So we discuss these as a family. I did both of these sheets. You can just do the second page, which is about 2024. I found it helpful to look back on 2023. We actually went through our photo reels on our devices and talked about some of the things that were good, some of the things that were hard. And so we came up with an adventure highlight reel from 2023. And the idea is to get our brains thinking about what is exciting, what works for us as learners and creators. So, what brought us excitement? We had a lot of discussion about what was exciting. You could also say what was joyful, what felt fun. And we tried to remember and put down some happy and joyful memories. And they weren't big, exciting things, they were pretty everyday things. We also had cool places and fabulous people that we spent time with. So we had listed some camping trips and some cousin time and all sorts of really awesome things. We want to keep that going in 2024. We really were grateful for all of the things we went through in 2023. We also had a section for things that we learned in 2023. So this I helped them with because I'm their teacher. I kind of prompted them learning that they're proud of, things that they had to persevere on. And I also asked them what got easier this year. And then I realized it's actually last year. What got easier last year? And you can do this, you can give them prompts, or maybe your kiddos are really good at remembering. You could have them go back through their school books if you wanted, or through the things that they've created. I also asked them what was useful, interesting, or inspiring. Like what made you want to learn more? What was, you couldn't put it down? And what do you want to remember? So we learned lots of things. What do we really think is important to take forward? And that was an enlightening question too, because it wasn't what I thought they'd want to learn. And then I also have a section for things we moved through in 2023. You could frame this however you wanted. This was hard things that we talked about, some hard things that our family went through. And we also talked about how we showed up for each other during challenging times and what we learned from these challenging experiences. You could also make this about things that your kiddos had to persevere through or learn from. You know your house and your kiddos and your situation, so you can totally make this however you want it to be. We spent some time recognizing how challenges changed us in 2023, and we celebrated how they made us stronger as a family, wiser, and kinder to each other. So that's how I use this section. Again, you could totally skip this section, but we found this perspective. Learning gave us a new perspective. Looking at the challenges gave us a new perspective. And then the gratitude, spend some time really feeling gratitude for all the good things, because that'll put you in a good frame of mind for this one, what comes next. So you can always skip what I just went through and just do the 2024 part. And we did a plan. What do we want to create or experience? Fun trips. My kiddos had put camping trips and trips to the beach, and they're really thinking about summer. Any new beginnings? Are there new things that they want to try? Are there special people that they want to spend time with? Are there projects, activities, or art forms that they want to focus their creative energy on? Creating creative undertakings. So, one of my kids wants to learn to bake sourdough bread. That is quite the undertaking. That's a project that's going to need time and space, but if we list it, then we're more likely to get to it. These creator experience could be anything. We also put feelings and emotions on there, things that we wanted to feel. The creating emotions within our family has been something we've really been working on. So we put some of the feelings that we want to feel. What do we want to focus our learning on in 2024? This is totally up to you. I put some specific skills, some practices that we want to do. I asked the kids to give me things that they are curious about or interested in. And I put them in here. We didn't fill this whole thing up. We just put a few things. Areas of study that they want to go to. They both had ideas of things they wanted to learn, so I noted them down. Um, this last part is really important, and they needed some guidance for this. But habits and intentions to nurture in 2024. So, what practices support your learning and creativity? You can't create if your room is a disaster and you can't find your pencil case. So things like tidying up, taking care of our spaces, taking care of our bodies, getting sleep, all of the New Year's resolution-y things, we framed them as intentions to support ourselves and support our learning and support our creativity. What environments support us? So we talked about maybe having the intention of getting out into nature more, having the intention of taking care of our house. And we also talked about what that might look like because they are kids. They need to kind of see what that action would be like. We talked about what an affirmation might be like for that. How are we going to stay focused on creating, learning, and growing? We talked about practices and routines that we might try and ways that we might support each other. The idea is to get kids thinking and sharing what excites them, and that's not always easy to do. If you have a kiddo who may not be outwardly emotive or may need some coaching about thinking about these things, kids' brains work differently. This is my way of harnessing that and getting a gauge on their excitement and their interests, because those are important discussions to have. Don't forget that they may need prompting and support. These are big ideas. So break it down for them, put it in words that they'll understand. You know your kiddos, you know their learning and their style. So make this your own. This is just an idea of how we did it, but every family is different. Remember that where our attention and effort go, creativity and learning flow. Remember that you can find this PDF. There's a link in the description box below. Use it, change it, share it. I just know how important it is to encourage kiddos to visualize and focus their incredible creative and learning energy. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day.